starting to feel like I'm doing that on purpose. The whole, like, you're late. It's not on purpose. I did have to brush my teeth real quick, though. There is that. Wait, we have a procedure here. This is the first part. Hey, greetings. My name is Brian. Welcome to KillCo Whiskey Musings. Hello, it's Friday. You did it. We made it. Isn't that nice? We survived another week. I see people in chat. I see. Gather here. Happy Friday. Zenmood. Both of you. Thank you for bringing your time and attention here as always. It is greatly appreciated. Tonight, we dine in hell. No. Tonight, I had the idea. If you were here during my live stream earlier, did I stream for 4 hours earlier today? Maybe. I don't even know what that is then, but you just said a bunch of gibberish. We ended up somehow... I'm wearing this shirt. Let's start here. I'm wearing the Andalusia shirt. I put this on today just kind of like... All right, I need an extra layer. This shirt will work. I like this shirt. I like Andalusia. Why not? Here we go. Looking snazzy. And then I was on earlier today playing games. Got to play games with Greg live. That's always fun. If you miss it, we've known each other since I was in high school. So, and we've been playing games together for many decades. Honestly, decades. So it's always good if I can give all of you a little peek into our nonsense. I think people enjoy that. But somehow, I came upon the idea of what am I going to do for this night's live stream? Wait a minute. Wait a dang minute. There's a bottle right up there that I've been meaning to open for a while. And I'm giving myself an excuse. I love myself. It's February. It is something about hearts and love and that kind of thing. And last month was self-love month. This month, National Cancer Prevention Month. Am I helping by drinking whiskey? No. But I'm also quite aware that that's a problem and can cause complications. And that I've taken control of that in my life. Most importantly. We'll see how it pans out. Some people never do stop and pause and think about it and be like, wait a minute. Maybe I shouldn't drink alcohol every day all the time. Declan, hello. Thank you for bringing your time and attention here. As always, it is greatly appreciated. You're welcome. Let's start with the start. This is Stryker. This is Andalusia's normal release. You can purchase this online. Go ahead. I encourage you to do so. And it is their single malt smoked whiskey. Well, let me make sure I tell you all the details correctly here. Stryker's single malt whiskey adopts the Scottish tradition of smoking malted barley that is destined to be used in their signature Islay Scotches. Rather than burning peat, however, Stryker is mashed for malted barley that has been smoked in the Texas barbecue tradition with oak, mesquite, and applewood. You get this color. This is what happens. You get a whiskey that is in Texas, looks like this. This is backyard barbecue whiskey at its best, my friend. Now they take this smoked whiskey of theirs, this smoked single malt whiskey of theirs from Texas, and they make it into an old fashioned for you in a bottle. It's the same whiskey, and this bottle's at 50%. They always do 50% ABV. I want to double check that. Oh, this is a special one. Whoops. I looked at all my bottles. I'm like, do I just have regular Stryker up here? Oh yeah, here it is. And now I just look at this here. I'm like, no. Hand-selected for Irene Tan for Canterbury liquors, finished in export casks. 63.11%. So this isn't the regular Stryker, but you get the idea. Everything about it is the same, except for the golden sticker. It would look like this. It probably wouldn't look as dark, but let's check. Yeah, this one's a little lighter. You can't tell. I can. This one is definitely lighter than this one. And I thought I had just regular Strikers, but no. No, somehow Brian has the highest proof Stryker bottle he can from Irene Tan's place, of course. Of course. Yeah, 126.22 proof. This one's going to have its own video, of course. Someday. It's absolutely atrocious. You know, I have to say one thing for going into the non-alcoholic realm. You're going to hit a lot of landmines, basically. Every once in a while, you get through just fine. But a lot of the time, you're going to hit some stuff, and you're just going to go, yuck. It sucks. I'm sorry you're having that experience, Zenwood. I suggest you pour something better for yourself. Maybe something not non-alcoholic. That's up to you. It's your Friday night. You do what you want. First, since I am controlling my whiskey intake to the extreme, we're using a very tiny old-fashioned glass with a very large ice ball. The Boilermaker, so far as Scotch, I have unsuccessful. Damn. All right, well, here we go. I've been wanting to open this for so long, and I'm glad I just sort of stumbled upon the excuse tonight. It's cold out. It's going to snow again. You know, might as well. Now, I did want to, before anyone jumps on this, I did want to open my Luxardo Cherry can, and I've been saying that for years now. But the problem is that I forget. And the other bigger problem is I do not have a hand can opener. So I don't have one you just, you know, crank it. So I can't open it because my regular normal can opener, that's an electric one, which can open a regular can just fine electronically, is done. It will not do it for a can that is this big around. This is where the can would be this big. It's right over there. I can see it. Phone holder for your car, those are important. So we're going into this. As I said, the regular Stryker is 50%, 100 proof. This is not. This is dropped down to 40%, which is a little unusual since everything else that Andalusia does is at 100 proof. All of them. But they had to, of course, make this a little watered down. It's an old-fashioned. It is not the same as drinking 1 ounce of whiskey. Or is it? That's where my confusion went. I'm going to have 1 ounce of this tonight. I'm going to get hammered. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, oh, this is nothing like 1 ounce of... No, this is exactly like 1 ounce of whiskey. It just tastes different. Peter White, if you want, when I open that, I'll send you some. I really will. I have a ginormous... I'm going to show you. It's... Seeing is believing. I have to show you. Many of you have seen it before. I hope you won't have to see it again too many more times. Here we go. This is it. This is all Luxardo cherries. As I said, my normal electric can opener will not work here. It will not. These were donated to the channel by Patrick Greening. He's a legend. Made in Italy. I don't know how much this cost. A significant amount. And this weighs 6 pounds. So Peter White, first of all, thank you for bringing your time and attention here. It's greatly appreciated. And also, if anyone would like to have some Luxardo cherries when I do open this, just ask. Maybe I'll just add it on as a raffle thing. Like if you win one of my sample packs, you get a few of these. If I can fit them in there. Ooh. That is a huge can. It's absurd. And until I get my ass around to getting a normal mechanical one, which I should have anyway, an electric can opener won't work if I lose power, will it? And I should honestly have one for my camping experiences. Thankfully, most cans are open, but still. North of 100 easily. Easily. That's why I feel so bad that I haven't opened it yet. It's like, I need to start consuming these. You know what? All right. I got that. I'm pretty damn sure I got that just before I had to stop drinking alcohol. So I'm pretty sure that's what the delay is. I don't drink old fashions or cocktails much anymore. I have an excuse now. Go bring in a Park so far. Yes, you've been mentioning that one, I think. Is that the one we had at O'Brien's? Or am I thinking of a different one? Anyway, we're having some of this now. Make sure I didn't grab the wrong bottle. There we go. Last thing I want to do is open up Irene's bottle by accident. You ready? This is a fake cork, so it should sound pretty good. A little spray, as always. Ugh, this is always complicated. You don't get to see this part. I get to see this part. Because inevitably I spill a little bit. I'm surprised it's spilled. That's about 1 ounce, which is a significant portion of my 3 ounce limit. We're at about 1.5 ounces to this month, so I'm starting off strong. And while I do not carry over from month to month, I easily had at least 1 ounce left last month. And also, it's my rule, so I feel like having 3 ounces on the first day, well, I hope not. There we go. That's 1 ounce. Misleading, isn't it? Like, the ball is taking up most of it. The rest is just kind of sizzling on the top. Hilarious. It smells really good. If you've never had, as I said, their Stryker, you should. If you're not sure about getting this, have the Stryker first. I did. Okay, thank you. That's a different thing. Better Day Brewing. I want to get more of that at some point. Because I did have that. That was good. I like Kolsch style overall. At least I think I do. And the ones I've had that I like. So cheers, everyone. Thanks for being here. Thanks for joining me tonight. Thanks for staying warm out there since we are... Oh, Mongo Cat demands attention. Since we are getting some snow this evening. Again. Nothing like last time, but still more on top of what's already just sitting there. Cheers. Thank you for bringing your time and attention here. It's always greatly appreciated. Like and subscribe and join the Patreon or become a YouTube member. There you go. Let's see. I haven't had this in a very long time. Four-leaf, hello. Thank you for bringing your time and attention here. As always, it's greatly appreciated. I hope you're staying comfortable. I don't know if that snow that I'm getting tonight is over there, has been over there. Ah. It was funny. Ooh. Ugh. First thing I thought of was chocolate candy. Why did I think chocolate? You got too much? Ugh. We're probably going to get at least that tonight. So, one of the lovely things I've been able to have at Andalusia is their whiskey-filled chocolates. Guess which whiskey is in it? Stryker, that's right, very good. So when I took my first sip there, the first thing that came into my head was, chocolate. It's a little crispy chocolate too, it's so good. I wish I had more. But they go fast, and I share them. Because I don't want to eat all of them. Like, I've just took 3 shots. I don't know. Let's close off this here. Oh, it's so good. Yeah. You get the bitters and the cherry in there, definitely. Absolutely. And the Stryker does kind of kicked through there. The smokiness of it does bring itself forward, and there is that lovely. That's for me though. That's, I don't know if everyone else would get that, but I definitely get chocolate because I equate Strykers, the Stryker chocolate candies, which were really good. So there's a possibility that whenever I have a Stryker, I'll be thinking chocolate. I'm not wrong. Now, in other news, we want to, again, this was just an excuse for me to open and drink this. If you have any questions about it or about Andalusia, do tell. That's part of this. Chocolate truffles might improve the ingredient, maybe. Chocolate truffles improve many things. Sadness, for one. Now, here we go. You ready for this? This is something I decided to share with all of you. Because I'm not going to share it with anyone else, really, so. Anyway. For those who may know, I have a jacket I like very much. It looks like the jacket in this bag, which you can't see very well. Oh, get over here. So I've had this jacket for well over a decade now, at least. And since I've had it for so long, it takes some damage. It took a little emotional damage over all these years. And I've been putting off and putting off and putting off fixing it in any way, shape, or form for a very long time. I finally bit the bullet, so to speak. Oh, I see why these are free now. Okay, well. It held it up for a little while. I was so pleased. I'm like, oh, free coat hanger. So you know how much money I don't have. There it is. Now, this is my cool guy jacket. I wear this, I feel pretty cool. Everyone who sees me in it, they're like, that's a cool jacket. I'm like, yeah, I'm in it. I'm a cool guy. It's fine. So the concern had been the zippers didn't work. Like, that's what really did it. I think they cleaned it up a little bit too. It looks really nice. That might be default thing they do. I do not know. But the zippers were acting up. They wouldn't stay closed. Hopefully they'll stay closed now. I don't want to test that. I'm sure they work. If they don't, I bring it back. I have the receipt. It's fine. They did replace the zipper, I think. Yeah, they did. That's unfortunate. I like the zipper. It looks very similar, but as soon as I touched it, I was like, that's not the zipper that was there before. And we have two zippers. They replaced both of them. These ones say Levi on them, for one thing. These ones say... What do they say? Which way should I have this? Ideal? What does it say? Ideal. I-D-E-A-L. It's an ideal zipper, apparently. Two of them. Those had to get replaced. That sucks. What are you going to do? The big problem was under here. Like, what had happened is I, you know, used this for so long and you stretch your arms out and you're trying to reach stuff or something and it tore badly. Now, I don't know about you, but I can't see anything that looks like a tear there. That's a sharp jacket, I know. You should see me wearing it. And on both sides, you can't even tell. Like once, I don't remember which side, but one side was... Hello, buddy. One side it tore like down. So it was like up here a little bit. Sorry, this way. And down. So it was in rough shape and it needed to be fixed. And at long last, I put up the funds to do so. By the way, super chats and mega chats and all that would be appreciated. It was $80 to fix it. But, and I don't know how much I paid for this coat initially. It might have been $80 at the time. That would probably cost a lot more now. But I don't know if I should keep this or not. It's basically just this piece of paper roll thing is being held on by a wire. It's not even real. It's just partially. As you can see. Levi's jacket. Fake leather. I am not the type of person who'd want to wear real leather to this extent. I can see real leather being useful in some ways, but definitely not like this. Wow. See, I knew what this looked like before, and I'm looking under here and seeing nothing. I can't tell they did any work at all, which is what I wanted. Yeah. They did a really good job. I can't tell that there was anything there. I check the inside too. The inside didn't have any damage, but I want to check. Oh, and did they leave my stuff in there? They probably didn't. They did. Excellent. So when I dropped this off, I had the unfortunate realization that I left these in my pocket. KillCo Whiskey Musing. Business cards. My card. So I left those in there by accident. Thankfully, they're still there. But not a real red drush. That's cruel. Exactly. If I'm being honest, I bought this with like no idea whether it was or wasn't. So it wasn't like an active choice. If I'm not wearing real leather, it was like, this jacket looks pretty good. I'm going to buy it. And I got this thing at Burlington Coat Factory, which is actually just down the road. But I haven't seen this kind of jacket there before in many years. Let me rephrase it. I haven't seen that jacket there ever. Also note, I don't go in there more than once per every 5 years. And I'm definitely not looking for jackets if I have one. Now, should I get an actual winter jacket? Probably. Oop. 1979? Hold on. Sorry, 1972. They did make that 9-part look. You know what's weirder? It looks like a 0 that they put a slash on. And you know what? Okay. It's a design choice because I'm looking at it up close and going, what the fuck is going on here? We'll take a close up. You'll note the 1, the 7, the 9, and the 2 are a little bit off. Like, that 7 looks like a very strange 7. The 1 looks fairly normal. The 2 looks like it fell off a cliff. It looks like a candy cane with a little shoe. And the 9 looks like a 0, and they also just added that right there to it. Stylistic choice. It didn't always used to look like that, but it does now. Let's see. No. They must have done that for a bunch of their newer bottles. And I thought I had one that wasn't newer. But I don't have many. This is the foolproof, by the way. So if you want to get one of these bottles, I recommend the foolproof. I do not recommend the bottle and bond. I didn't like that one. Weird. Thanks for pointing that one out. That's right. Like Peter White, I need to get an actual snow coat. The one I have is cool, as in it was my Uncle Charlie's, who was in, I think, Vietnam. And it'll keep you warm. It's also a military jacket. What I'd like to do at some point is bring it to, I think he was in the Air Force. I'd have to ask Mom at KillCo. And I don't think there's an Air Force place around here at all. It's definitely a Navy base. That's for certain, but. There you go. Don't buy the sweet wheat. Haven't had it. Thanks for the heads up. Again, that was like a hit or miss thing. I think I'll have to check out my video on those bottles because I forget what I said. I just know I didn't like the bottle of bond. That's a good deal. You know, $400 will get you so far, and then it's gone. Get yourself a solid piece of material like this one. And I'm putting it in that perspective that, like, I've had this jacket for, I want to say 15 years, but I don't know. That's how long it's been. I don't remember. And it's a selling point. It has a hood. I would also like to try the 1792 to 12 year, but I have a few other bottles to get through before I buy anything else. And this, again, vague idea. Not having, not buying myself another bottle this year. Not buying any bottles in this year. If anyone would like to donate a bottle, that's fine. There you go. Looks pretty good, right? And then I put this thing up. I walk around like this. And I hope people leave me alone. That's what this is. Normally I do have my flat cap on, so I look a little less suspicious, I guess is the word. Oh, what is it about hoods? Like hoods in this weather, you put a hood up because it's cold. But if you're doing that just around town in like a spring day, hydropeptide? Wow. That's pretty wild. Again, don't buy anything that's advertised here. Unless it's a whiskey you like, then obviously. Like, I will promote any whiskey brand that wants to talk to me if they're good. If I approve, if I like them, if my whiskey saw me old tastes are like, this is good, I'll do it. Jameson is one of those things. Are they ever going to reach out to me to do that? Someday. We don't know. That's for sure. The problem is you have to drink this fairly quickly because that is a very small amount of liquid with a very big ball of ice. And the amount of liquid that I put in there, the ball of ice will outweigh that bit of liquid very fast. So I'm afraid I have to rush this a bit. It's definitely been watered down at this point. And it hasn't even been that long. Been like 10 minutes since I poured it. So as far as a mixed cocktail that I would highly recommend. I'm pointing this way because it's over here. This. Delightful. I don't have to make an old fashioned. That's the fact that it's a step past making an old fashioned, which isn't hard. That's one of the drinks I can make here at home all the time. Well, it used to be. I don't think I have much in the way of. No, I still have a. No, I don't have sugar cubes. So I'd probably have to make some kind of simple syrup. Peter White, I'm thinking about going in that direction, except the opposite. So like I wear shirts, basic t-shirts, jeans, and a belt. That's my whole attire, other than what hat I'm wearing. But I'd like to fall into the trope a little bit more when it comes to a handlebar mustache. So I'm thinking of nice and not expensive, like just something that looks nice. A button-up shirt. I don't like wearing button-up shirts. Suspenders, because why not? And I think I could stick with jeans. And I might even go as far just for the lulz to get what are they called? They're the jean pants that have straps. Overalls? That sounds about right. Just to wear those around and like break people's brains, like throwing them back to the early 90s. Or the late 80s, honestly. I don't think I wore overalls until like when I was. That's a middle school thing. That looks like something I did in middle school. Probably something I did in elementary school when I had a rat tail. Definitely. I have pictures. I did have a rat tail. It was a thing. That was cold. Ice hit my nose. Ugh. Ugh. There, we're done with the stream. No. That's what I wanted to share with you tonight up until this point. The Stryker, the old-fashioned version. Thank you for letting me open it. And of course, the update about my coat, because it's a huge deal. I haven't been able to wear this coat since last Saturday. This is the first time I put it on. Since then. Actually, even before last Saturday. I brought it in on Saturday last week. So almost a full week went by. I picked this up today. They still sell overalls? Try 70s high school? That sounds about right. 70s high school was, you know, I was born in 1980, so it was probably fading out by then, but the kids loved it. The kids loved it, I'm sure. It feels good. I still need to be very careful because I know every time like the tear damage wasn't just because of the time I've had it. It was also like reaching for stuff I shouldn't have been reaching for. And it just tears. Like if you pull it enough, in the wrong direction, it will tear. Thankfully, that is nice and sewed up. And it's got a nice internal. Ooh, I haven't done this so long. Hold on. Please work. Please don't make me bring this back. Yeah, that's nice. You got the inner version and the outer version. You wear this when it's like a nice chilly day. You don't need to close it completely. When it's balls cold out, little button. Lock in. Now I look like I'm absolutely gonna go do something I shouldn't. So you think you guys really can meet me in this? Just... Are you KillCo? Yeah, what do you want? Get away from me. I never wear it like this, by the way. I think this button thing is just like, I don't understand it. I probably should use it, honestly, if it's really cold out. What I need to start doing is, well, here's the thing. Here's something I haven't done. If I can button this up, and I have this scarf thing. Excuse me, please. Work. I can't see what I'm doing. There you go. But then I put my scarf around this. Probably better than what I've been doing, which has been putting my scarf on underneath this, which is probably part of the reason the zippers got all screwed up. At least the end of this zippers got screwed up. This was the last one to go. So I haven't actually had this jacket in the way I want it and the way I enjoy wearing it, like this, in years. Because this one was screwed up for the longest time. And then the last straw, like the zipper, this zipper went, the underarms went, they were a mess. And then this one finally went. So this jacket became just this in these bitter cold temperatures. No. It also has zippers here, which again, I don't really use them for anything, but they look cool. They definitely look cool. This one's a little wonky. There you go. Ooh. Again, I lock this in when I got gloves on. You put gloves in here. And I feel like it's a good all-around jacket. It's not a winter jacket, but as far as using it in the winter works. Doing an aquarium in my overalls, right? I actually have a memory of staying at... Is there a science museum in Boston? That's a silly question. I know there is, but it's just like, I don't remember what it's called. Other than like the Boston's Science Museum. So... 419.85, damn. Yeah. That jacket's held up, to say the least. And other news, I've never had to go tailor anything. Like, I've never had to go to a tailoring place and get something tailored and mended. So that was new. It was a very small scale operation, which is why it took about a week. The Museum of Science. Okay, I thought so. I was going to say that, but... I remember spending a night with the Boy Scouts in the Museum of Science. Yeah, we stayed there overnight. It was weird. And I think I might have been one of the kids who ended up going into the middle of that electrical thing. You can see it from Mass General. Cool. Mom and Dad have seen it plenty of times. Also, send good thoughts and vibes to Pop KillCo. Again, he had to go. He was in the hospital not long ago. He got back. He's lost a lot of weight. Not great. And he's having a hard time walking around today just because he did have his infusion for immunotherapy the day before yesterday, I believe. So Wednesday. And it's always rough getting back from that, even if it's not chemo. It still takes it out of you. So that's probably why they aren't here tonight. Maybe they'll pop in, we'll see. They're keeping themselves preoccupied and cozy and warm and safe and hydrated, and they eat plenty of food. I hope. I'm trying to make sure they do. Hydration is one of those things that slips as you get older. Like, I'm not good with it. I try to drink 2 of these every day, you know? A minimum 2 of these every day. Which is like 32 ounces. I think I need 3. forget the exact amount. Is this 32 ounces? I don't know. Hydration's key. That doesn't say anything. It feels weird closing something. There's China on the bottom. Of course it does. Flipping this thing over when I just closed it. It's 32 ounces, I think. Prove me wrong. Also Wizard Academy. Roughly a quart, yeah. I know I drink plenty of water, generally. And I have plenty of liquids overall. That's one of those things they want you to drink water, yes. But what is never really further explained is if you eat certain foods that have water in them, or drink other types of drinks that have water in them, that covers it too. Don't just drink an insane amount of water every day when you don't need it, because when you put enough water in, it starts to come out. A good way to tell is the color of your urine, just so everyone knows. If it's nice and clear, you're good. If it's if it looks like motor oil, you have a bigger problem. You have to go to the hospital immediately. Yes, 80 bucks for repairs. So I guess that's, hold on. It's about $20 per problem. So $20 for one zipper, $20 for the other zipper, $20 for under one arm, $20 for under the other arm. That's good. And what's really good is all they had to do was replace the zipper piece, which I'm annoyed about. Like, I don't like the fact they had to do that, but it's better than having to replace the entire zipper itself, which is something they mentioned. And I was like, I hope you don't have to do that. I don't want you messing with the coat that much. I'll be happy to have this set up again. Like, I can zip myself in better, because since it wasn't working, all I could do was this. So this would close, but this was wide open. So the cold air still got in very easily. Liberty Home Guard Appliance Insurance. Why? You want me to go on another rant about advertisement? Duncan, good night. Sleep well. See you next time. So what I will say is advertisement is everywhere. Like, you're stuck with it right now because you're watching me. But I have noticed of late how fast and quickly it gets into your brains every day. So my bad habit is I wake up. I have good habits. Let's go over those first. I wake up. I do 10 minutes meditation. I also do my Japanese lesson. So I try to learn a little bit, try to refresh Japanese stuff in my head. So far, so good. I've gone over 100 days. Pretty awesome. Consecutively, 100 days. So those are the two good things I do in the morning. Bad things I do in the morning. I look at Reddit and I look at Instagram on my phone in my bed, which is against my rules. There's a no screens in the bedroom rule, which I am bad at following. But what's awful and what I realize is that by the time I've looked at either of those apps, I've seen advertisement. I haven't even gotten out of bed yet. And they're already advertising at me. My mistake for looking at my phone and looking at those apps. I know. We're working on it. I removed the Reddit app from my phone. It didn't stop me. Just go to the browser. Oh, it's bad. And Instagram, well, at least I'm not looking at TikTok. That's what I tell myself. It's like, you look at Instagram, it's like, yeah, it's not TikTok at least. Which is a whole other problem. Like, TikTok is garbage now. Not that it was good before, but it's all advertisement all over the place, every second, every day, all the time. Every time you blink, there's another one. It's bad. And I'm wondering why and how we are ever going to get out of this cycle of advertising being the only momentum towards finances in any way. Like, I know if I want to get a pair of jeans, what kind of jeans I would get. Technically. Brand-wise, technically. We're wearing one right now. I would probably get Levi's jeans if I wanted to buy new jeans at a store that sold them. Do I want to do that? No. I want to go to the local consignment shop and look at pants there and see if I can find any name brand there that looks like it's in decent shape. That's what I do. This coat is not one of those things. I purchased this coat new. Yes, Instagram will suck 90 minutes. I usually do a little scrolling, and then at some point I'm like, I'm not looking at anything I even have as something I want to look at. And then I try to check everyone's stories because I'm following a few people. I'm following a very minimal amount of people, so I want to see what they're doing. One of my friends is that Amy on the other side of the country. I try to check her stuff every once in a while. Every day. It's almost like an end of the day thing. And that's it. I'm going to sneeze. Why? I don't want to sneeze. I don't want to sneeze face. There we go. It'll sneak up on me, don't worry. Ugh. But we don't need to live in a world of advertisement in what we do. Why? Everything is ruled by advertisement. Everything. Anything, any media you watch in any way, there's advertisement. Magazines, radio, streaming services, this one included. Movies. If you go to the movie theater, you're hit with ads first thing. It's so bad, and there's no pushback to be like, we don't want this anymore. Because that's where the money is. Even me, like I'm guilty. I have ads on here now. You guys have to, you're stuck looking at them, and you tell me what they are, so I can tell you just don't, and don't pay attention to any of that. I get a few pennies from it. Literally a few pennies. So it helps in that regard. And that's the worst of it. That's the vicious cycle. I, as a small-time YouTube person, who has 1,000+ subscribers, gets a little bit of money every time you have to see a stupid ad. And that's how they get you. That's how we're all got by the system. There are some people who want to show you something. And the advertisements say, well, if you want to show them something, show them this too. And we'll give you a few bucks. That's all it takes. What am I looking at my phone for? Oh, I was looking to go to the amount of money I'm making from ads. Just so you know. Again, I'm straight with you. I ask you to tell me what they are so I can be like, why? Ignore that. I'm even becoming a shopping affiliate. Whatever the hell that is. I don't know what that means. Yeah, it's not really, it doesn't explain things very well. Watch page ads. Wow, it went up. Wow. How much advertisers play? I get $11.54 per playback-based cost of every 1K views. So 1,000 views have to happen for me to get $11.54. Which is good. Like if I get thousands of views, cool. But I don't. Estimated revenue is $5.67. 28% less than the previous 28 days. Whatever. It's such nonsense. Short feeds ad. Here's where the big money is. 42 cents. Wow. Exactly. I got 20 cents from saying shoveling snow sucks, which it did. And then a bunch of 8 cents from Winter Storm 2026. 6 cents from Dress Appropriately. National Irish Coffee Day, 4 cents. And February is National National Cancer Prevention Month. It's got me 2 cents. Sugar key to me now. Thank you for bringing time and attention here. How did everything go with your mom? Good? I hope. Memberships are where it's at. Thank you to Patrick Greeny, who's a huge member of the channel. Super chats are always a plus. Crappy on the road already? Damn. Let me check. What we got going on here? Yeah, it's the same. Our snow forecast is that it's going to start snowing tonight at midnight. It's going to go until 5 p.m. Oh dear, that's a problem. That's a lot of snow. Excellent. We love to hear it. We were ranting about advertisement again. Bongo Cat wants attention. Hold on. Sugar Kitty's here, so of course it does. Any more? Yep. More? Nope. As you can see, Bongo Cat is the angel. We were talking about my coat before that. My coat has been fixed up. The underarm area has been repaired. It was damaged pretty bad. Like there was an obvious tear there. Oh man. Or at least you have chocolate nearby. Well, there's that sneezing feeling again. No. And this side is also good. Again, I can't even tell. Again, it was right there. Bongo. Nana tuna? Maybe. Oh yes, and the zippers weren't working, Sugar Kitty. So we got those fixed. I can finally wear this out in the cold without feeling as cold as I have been in the past. So many zippers. Again, I'm just disappointed that they couldn't use the zippers that I had on there. But they were knackered, so not a surprise. Grandma tuna. Nice. We were talking about Stryker earlier. I'm loving it, as always. Maybe I'll have a little more. I don't know. I still have a big ice cube right there. It depends. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, not looking forward to the snow. Again, Super Chats, Mega Chats, PayPal, Venmo. Whatever you can do to help is appreciated. Because if you think I had $80 around to spend fixing the coat, it needed to be done. That's all. And hopefully that investment will last for the next 10 plus years of this coat. If I live that long, we don't know. The only thing I have in my head these days as like the sitting point of time going by too fast. 50 is over there as we passed the threshold. I turned 45 in July. I'll turn 46 in July. That's one step closer to 50 than it was yesterday. Yeah, I mean, I hope it's not going to be crazy, but even then, it's like, I don't feel like dealing with snow while there's still snow around. Like that 1 inch is going to be on 4 to 5 inches of snow that are still on the ground. I had a point, I forgot what it was. Talking about snow. I did mention Super Chats and Mega Chats, but I don't remember why exactly. Coat repair, 10 years. Oh yes, 5 years from now, I get to go through the procedure again, which is when I'll be 50. That's the next big jump. I'm going to have a time in my life where I'm going to look back on when I was this age, thinking about my last procedure, and hoping the one I have to take and do again will go well. I will not use blue Gatorade next time. I will not. I don't know what kind of Gatorade I'll use, honestly. And I'm always of the mindset, I don't know if it's like my depression or what, but I'm always of the mindset of that's not a guarantee. 5 years are not a guarantee. Imagine 5 years from now. That's like me imagining 5 years ago in 2020. I was a whole other person then, wasn't I? However, that was also right after 2019. And then 2020 itself was a whole thing. It changed the world. But did it? That is good news. I know we have a couple people in the community who have it rough. Like, again, Papa KillCo is one of those people. 5 years? We don't know. 1 year? We don't know. We're going on 3 years more than we thought. Or actually 2 years more than they thought. which is amazing. But this channel is going to have some rough days ahead. And I hope all of you will be there to help support me there. In whatever way that happens to be. Whatever way that happens to be. Life is a journey, as they say. Life is an adventure. And part of the reason I like to go on adventures in video games. So I hope some of you will enjoy me playing Valheim, either on my own or with my friend Greg. Whatever. And stay tuned for some possible live streams from my phone. My apartment's at that state where it's really bad, and I need to really do something. And the one way I can do that is make myself feel embarrassed. That's how I do that. I do a stream, and I show how much of a mess it is, and I try to fix it. It was a weird experiment. Like, I started doing the channel officially at the very end of 2019, and it was something that gave me focus and purpose. And people seem to enjoy. Some people, it's not even a lot. Like, anyone was enjoying the videos I was putting up there. That was great. Those videos are so bad. When I look back at them now, I have improved greatly. Hopefully it'll keep getting better and better. Although I have not been able to do as many funny things with my latest videos because I'm still at the point of learning new software. New editing software. Better editing software, but at some point I'll know what I'm doing. Maybe. We'll see. I hope all of you have a lovely weekend. Snow or no snow. I'm going to have another slice of pizza. While I'm a little disappointed with said pizza. I got the Newman's Own sourdough and ricotta cheese, I think it said. Ricotta? It's a lot of bread. And I like sourdough bread, but I'm eating this pizza. I'm like, I'm just eating a big chunk of sourdough with a little bit of cheese and sauce on it. Not eating it, like if there was twice as much cheese and sauce, it probably still wouldn't be enough. But that's okay. This was an experiment, me buying it. Seeing what it would seeing what it would be like. Not great. It's gonna be a good weekend. It's gonna be a good weekend. Let's leave it at that. I will likely stream more games this weekend. Likely, maybe, possibly, maybe. I do not promise anything with my channel stuff because that's a little too much. Depends on how I feel when I wake up. And today I felt pretty good, apparently. Not only did I get up, I got up, I took a shower, shaved, I went. While I was taking a shower, the tailor called me. I went off to go get my coat because I wanted to do that today. I didn't want to put that off. I might make the pantry cake. We'll see. I need frosting. Maybe I'll make my own frosting. We'll see. It's going completely against everything I need to do for myself as far as not eat a lot of extra sugar. But I didn't. It's just what happened. I can't throw it away. You could. I won't. But I went to get my tailored coat. I stopped by a place that I just found where I could get a cold brew latte, which is a new thing for me, but it's good. It's just cold brew with a lot of milk, as I understand it. There's no espresso in there. It's just half milk, half cold brew, basically. Had that. Lovely. Irish cream. I did get a donut this morning. It was a pancake batter, blueberry pancake batter donut. So that was the idea, is like a donut that tastes like a pancake. It did. Oh, so good. I did that. That was my little treat because I was rushing out the door to get this thing. I hadn't eaten breakfast. I was going to do that after I showered. I didn't because I had to go. I got it there and it was lovely. It's a quaint, nice little place. I'd go there again if I found myself in the area. Got this, found out it was only $80. Only $80. It could have been more if the zipper was more knackered, and it wasn't, thankfully. Came back, putzed around for a little bit, I think, and then started up that live stream with Greg, or live stream of my own map, and then joined Greg, and then we played for like 3 hours. It was ridiculous. Took a quick break, realized I wanted to do an old-fashioned thing tonight. Got it, did it, done it. Wearing my nice coat. And maybe we'll make the pantry cake. Again, if you didn't see the short video, which was not as short, which is rather annoying, I'd have to cut off something in between to make it that. Like, I'd cut out some kind of thing that didn't matter, but... Anyway, I showed that I got the pantry assistance that we just started. They started for that, and they did a good job. Again, getting a cake mix in there was a bit of a surprise. I don't know what I'm going to do with that, really. I feel like I have to figure out some other way to use it. Don't it have blueberry frosting, too? It did not. No, no, no. Smurf belly buttons? No. If it did, I probably would have gotten it, honestly. Because my options at that place were the blueberry pancake donut or the red velvet cake donut. I was like, I'll go away from the one that's actually cake. And got the one that's pancake instead. Good job, Brian. Way to hold on to your moral. It had fruit in it. That was it. That was it. I'm like, it's got fruit in it. It's got blueberries in it. It's not a sugary treat at all. I'm very good at manipulating my own mind. It's bad sometimes. But I'm staying away from donuts as best I can. This is one I haven't had a donut in a while. I did have a piece of cake 2 weeks ago, though. So I got to give myself those little moments. And then be pretty strict about it. You have to be kind of strict about it, but you need to know when to bend. Otherwise, it's just going to get worse. So it's like a donut once every 2 to 3 weeks. And then it becomes, if I don't do that, well, I guess I'm going to eat chocolate all the time. You know, something. My family lineage has a bit of a sweet tooth. Craving for sugar, and it's bad. And thankfully, I have pretty good control of it. But every once in a while. Oh, I did have coffee cake not long ago, too. Ooh, I've been slipping. I've been slipping. I managed to throw it in with something else. Like this morning, I did it with the cake, and I was getting breakfast. I got a bacon, egg, and cheese. And then I got a donut with it. The other time, I had gone last Thursday. So it wasn't even a week ago. No, it was a little over a week. Thursday. I went to my psychiatrist at a different place I'd never been to. It was farther away in the wrong direction from where I usually go. So when I was coming back, I went to a cafe I like that only serves like coffee and sort of pastry treat things. And probably there's something else you could get there, like a quiche. But they had what looked like an amazing piece of coffee cake. So I got that. Thinking to myself, oh, that's not so bad. It had the word cake in it. And it was delicious. I have to be careful. I've been getting a sweet treat once every week so far. Got to pull back on that. I'll be doing 3 classes of exercise next week, hopefully. We'll see. Stay tuned. Thank you for joining me. As always, live long and prosper. Don't forget to be awesome. And I will see you out there. Special thanks to my YouTube members and patrons for supporting the channel. Thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next time.